to, like, me personally, when I'm playing Cloak and Dagger, I will try to save the square, so this, for when I need to reload. So, like, if I know I'm gonna need to hit a reload, like, after I use up all my daggers, I'll throw it. I'll throw the square just to give them a second, so, like, something is healing them. I try to throw the bubble, like, either dead center or right behind them if I see that they're backing up, so they get, like, the full entirety of, like, the bubble. Does that make sense? Like, if you throw it, like, at their feet and they're right here and they back into it, they get, like, the entirety of the bubble, versus, like, if you throw it here, like, dead center of them, and they're walking backwards, they only get, like, half the bubble. If that makes sense. You just gotta kind of... Cloak is a lot of timing, you know? If they have, like, a Hawkeye, and I know that they have a Hawkeye, like, I'll intentionally, like, if my teammate's here, like, I'll use the wall to heal, so I don't actually have to, like, physically look at them, because peeking out of a Hawkeye, I know you probably shouldn't be playing Cloak against a Hawkeye, but sometimes you gotta, you know what I'm saying? But, like, using the wall, you can ricochet the one dagger, usually, to heal one teammate, like, because you get the one singular bounce off the wall. To go left, yeah. Yeah, people don't always want to listen. I feel like truly I think support players should be the IGL because they see everything that's going on. When it comes to being Cloak, though, the Fade should definitely be used to either A, save your team from, like, a team ult. So, like, if there's a Jeff ult, you gotta learn the timings. Like, this is where, like, just playing will give you, like, the timing on how to play Cloak. Hitting the Fade on, like, a Jeff ult, hitting the Fade on a Strange ult, hitting the Fade on mag ults, like, you can save your team. It's like I don't know if you play Overwatch, but it's like a Kiriko Suzu. Like, you can definitely save your team from some insane things. I'm pretty sure you can even cloak a Wolverine ult, or, like, yeah. You can cloak, you can stop a Groot ult from happening. You can stop, I think, almost everything. Yeah, the Spider-Man ult, like, I try to save it, like, to save my other teammate, like, my Luna, like, if, like, I'm getting spider ulted, I'll hit the Fade like this, so they don't get, like, during, like, when he goes, what's his voice line? I don't know. Whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about, when he's, like, once you're webbed, like, you're just kind of fucked, but, like, when he's using, like, a little spin move on the ultimate, you can stop that. You can cloak an Iron Man ult, you can cloak long enough to get your team out of, like, hella LOS, so... Yeah, don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Yeah, having your team, like, why is our queue this long?
I have no idea.
Why is it a 5-minute queue? Cloak is definitely a timing character, for sure. I'll use the Fade, at the beginning of a match to speed my team. I'll use Fade, like, you'll see me use it to get myself up high ground if I know that, like, it'll improve my own personal positioning. Because what you gotta kind of understand when you play support, like, if your other support is dying, it's your fault. Like, you, as your other support, should be looking at your support. The only time I would say it's not your fault is if, like, they have three dive characters and you guys are just getting fucking ripped up the ass. But you should be, your number one priority should be your other support, then it should be your tanks on Cloak. Because, you know, and then the flyers. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to cancel the queue. Yeah, you can avoid Fear Magneto too. So, oh, that's the other thing. When you use your ultimate as Cloak, always flop, like, so, like, when you're Dagger, right? Swap into Cloak, and then ult. So this way, if you can't get behind a wall in time, you have a millisecond to hit the Cloak Fade before he mag balls you. You have an opportunity. I would try to make sure that you have your Fade before you hit your Cloak ult, and make sure your Cloak when you ult, so you have an opportunity. Like, there's like a nanosecond where, like, when he goes Fear Magneto, right, and he's holding the meatball up in his right hand, and then he throws it down, that time that he, like, lets go of the ball and throws it is your time. Like, you just gotta, like, hopefully hope that it times right, that, like, you can hit the Fade before the ball, like, it, like, smacks you. Yeah, Dark Child, yeah.
Which hero do you think you want to be today?
I got you. I'll play a game. I like to play Luna on this map, but I will play a game or two as Cloak and Dagger here. if they have something on their team like a Spider-Man, or they have like a dive character, so if they have Venom, Magic, Spider-Man, Panther, like anything like that, you should definitely be using your cloak bubble on yourself and your support. You should be babysitting and giving your other support a hug. Like, you should be holding hands, interlocked hands, and walking around going yippee 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 together, and then you hit your like, use your cloak bubble to save yourself and your other support. Like, do not just abandon your other support because there's a dive character. Like, you should both be patty kicking each other and healing each other. Like, that's how you, yeah. Can we get? I want to get rid of Panther. I don't know why we're banning Psylocke, but can you ban Panther?
Yeah.
Okay. Morning, yeah, 100 on the dash. 'Cause my wheels are rolling.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
I'm not the best. I wish I could say I was the best cloak and dagger. Cloaker.